Stop chasing, start attracting. You are wasting time with the wrong women. If you're a man and you want to find the right girlfriend or wife, you have to understand that your time is the only resource you'll ever get back. And yet you're going on dates with women who you know are never going to be your wife. You know within 15 minutes that this is never going to go anywhere, but because of social conditioning and because you're trying to be polite, you're trying to grind it out. No, just be respectful towards her time and yours and shake her hand and say, hey, Sarah, I really respect you. You're a cool person, but this will never make sense for us. Move on. You need to get more dates with the right women. Use dating apps, approach in person, use Instagram. You are wasting your life. How are you supposed to be the best role model as a father for your sons or your daughters? If you're not making yourself happy, you have a moral duty to make yourself happy. If you think you can be the best father possible for your current or your unborn children, if you're not fully happy, you are gravely mistaken, my friend. Our children, they don't just learn by what we tell them, they feel our energy. And if they realize, well, dad is kind of merely happy, even though you're really trying, if you're a really, really good father, I see it all the time with clients, you're a really good father, but you're not happy, they don't see you as the best role model possible. This is not about not having any flaws or some artificial standard of perfection. But if you're not fully happy, they'll mirror that at some point. They will follow into your steps. And would you not rather increase the probability drastically that your sons and daughters are going to be very happy? Do you want to grind it out in an unhappy relationship? Do you just say, oh, well, women aren't right for me? Like, whatever, neglect the most important part in your life? Or are you the type of man who wants an outcome and then is willing to put in the work to get that outcome? It's funny because in society, we agree that a healthy body, a good career, good business, health, these are all outcomes which must be pursued. Yeah, you have been lazy. You've been telling yourself, and partially it's not even your fault, I give you that. Society has told you that you just wait and the right one will find you eventually. How has that worked out? If that was true, you wouldn't be making love to yourself at night, watching adult videos, waking up with the tissues next to your bed. Huh? How much longer do you want to keep making love to yourself? How much longer do you want to keep telling yourself that I'm just busy or I'll get to it eventually? Remember your January, what are they called? What do people do on January when they make promises to themselves? The promises you made to yourself. I don't know, I'm German, forgive me. English is my second language. The promises you made to yourself in January, how many of them have you broken? When did you set the goal of wanting to find the right girlfriend or wife? How much time have you wasted? And to be honest, you don't need a relationship. You could just stay single for the next 10 years. But this is not about surviving, is it? It's about happiness. And biologically, for whatever reason, we're made such that if we want ultimate levels of happiness, we need a relationship. You need quality male friends. I talk about it all the time. Spend more time with quality male friends. If you instantly want to be happy, go to jiu-jitsu, go to personal development seminars. Talk to people locally, business places, cigar lounges, wherever you happen to be. But you also need a fulfilling relationship if you want to be happy. That is just a fact. Now, you don't need it right now. If you say right now, oh, I just want to be single, cool, no problem. But stop lying to yourself. If you want the outcome, then you have to overcome your mindset problems and put in the work. Dating apps work if you make them work. You're not even introducing yourself to women. How many potential amazing wives have you let walk by because you simply haven't made the effort to overcome your approach anxiety? Something as small as approach anxiety is what you are letting you stop from finding an amazing person, maybe having more kids, merging families. Just not being able to overcome your little nervousness, your little approach anxiety, because that is all it is. It's not trauma. Gunther Schmidt, one of Germany's best psychologists, he explained that to me and other people in a seminar where we learned from him many years ago. By the way, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a psychologist, but I was able to learn a lot from him because my family, they work in medicine in Germany. He said, if there was a clear cause and effect relationship between a traumatic event, for example, the fact that your uncle kicked you in the face when you were 7, and the fact that you're depressed or anxious, or you feel great, but you're just insecure around women. Let's take that as a symptom. If there was a clear cause and effect relationship between that, like in any cause and effect relationship, as long as the cause stays the same, the effect stays the same. As long as I keep pushing this glass of water with the exact same force, all else being equal, it's going to keep moving in the same direction. Now, the fact that my mom kicked me in the face, which she never did, my mom is an absolute angel, but if that were to have happened, if that was the cause for me being insecure around women, that would mean that you would have to always be equally insecure around women. And that evidently isn't the case now, is it? No, it really isn't. Because sometimes, weren't there moments over the last 50 years, 40 years, 30 years of your existence where you actually felt confident? Like, oh, that felt good. I felt like there was a little bit of flow and ease and lightness. Yeah, of course you have those. So if any symptom in the past, if there was a clear causal factor ratio between the traumatic event and your symptom right now, it would mean you'd always have to experience it the same 24/7. Since that's not the case, it is not the cause. Not to say that you shouldn't do therapy. Great therapists are amazing. Yeah, do all that. That is fantastic. But there is a different cause. If you're not talking to women, it is just approach anxiety. That's all it is. You haven't progressively desensitized yourself. You haven't built confidence. You haven't developed the competence, which is the first source of confidence. You haven't understood how to turn confidence on. Change your focus, your language patterns, your physiology, Tony Robbins tryouts. There's so many models for that. You're not spending enough time with men virtually or online where the confidence can rub off. You have beliefs that are hindering you from actually feeling as confident as you possibly could. And by the way, I would like to offer you the following idea. Your playing small, my friend, does not serve the world. Confidence, in my book, does not mean you deserve to be treated better than other people. No, we are all equally valuable as human beings. Absolutely. But our worth in the marketplace is a little bit different. Tony Robbins talks about not the value of our soul, but the value of us in the marketplace. For example, the dating marketplace. There are clear differences in value, of course. And by the way or how valuable she perceives you to be depends on your communication. Largely also, obviously there's inherent value. Who are you as a man? Who have you shaped yourself to be? But what I find with most people, most likely the product, who you are, is amazing. You're probably a really good, kind, caring dude. You're stable, right? You do good. But the marketing sucks. You have no idea how to communicate your personality in a somewhat compelling manner. So, confidence comes down to changing what you believe about yourself and understanding I can treat people better when I'm really confident. If you're really confident, you want to have relationships on eye level. There's a lot of nonsense on Instagram about either men just be soy boy and be a little weakling, or this over-the-top women have no say at all. Fernanda and I, we have a relationship on eye level, a very loving relationship on eye level. And obviously there's individual agreements in every relationship, but I treat her as best as humanly possible. And I actually ask her every 3 to 6 months, how am I doing? How can I treat you better? You do want to reflect. I have very rarely seen a very healthy approach to masculinity, but it exists. You can learn that, but you're still waiting. What are you waiting for? You're still waiting for the right one to magically manifest itself into your living room. It's not going to happen. You will die alone. Or even worse, trust me, I was married to a woman who wasn't right for me. A good person, but we both weren't right for one another. I went through hell. Trust me, I went through hell. It was so painful. I'm not blaming her. It's just a lack of compatibility. I don't want you to go through that. Now you might say, David, isn't it better to stay single than to be with the wrong woman? Yes, but that's a false dichotomy. Guess what, Sherlock? You can just find somebody who is actually right for you. If you're willing to put in the work. If you're not willing to put in the work, you deserve to stay single. You deserve to keep making love. Go to the random tab on certain adult video pages for a little variety. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Is that really the pinnacle of your existence? No. And again, you finding the right one is not just for you, because your happiness impacts everybody. If you're happier, don't you treat people better? If you're more confident, if you're a good guy, don't you treat people better if you feel better about yourself? I'm not one of those guys who's for men against women. I'm for men, and then by second order consequence, I'm for women, because if men are happier and better communicators, women are happier. I've worked with women over the years as well. I want you to be happy, but you will not get there if you're lazy. It's not because you're not intelligent enough. It's not because you're not missing something inherently. You've just been lying to yourself. Whatever belief, and let me ask you this. Why haven't you found the right one yet? Why are you still single? Whatever comes to mind. If it's not an assumption of responsibility, it's a lie because you are well capable. There's nothing wrong with you. You just need to get rid of some blind spots, some beliefs that limit you and put in the work for 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. That's it. And then you're done with it forever. It's a finite game. You probably don't even want to date. You're probably somebody who wants to find the right girlfriend or wife and have a happy relationship, happy family, travel the world, somebody to share life with. Yes, imagine if I told you, if you went to the gym 3 times a week for 6 months, you'd never have to go ever again. You'd have the perfect body. Wow, that'd be amazing. No, you'll have to go to the gym forever. This is a finite game. You do it once, properly, and then you're done with it. Take some action.